Happy Mother's Day, Kathy.
Well, it was Dad's idea to do this video where we all come up with our 5 favorite things that we remember that you've done for us throughout our lives.
We are doing this recording because we love you and because you are, in fact, the greatest mother of all time.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Here are some of the accomplishments of the mother of mothers.
Oh, hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. One of the most memorable things from when I was a kid was the day that you introduced me to Bobby McFerrin and the song Don't Worry, Be Happy. It seems like a small thing, but it made a big difference to me, and you always found a way to pick me up when I felt down, and you still do that today, and I just have to really thank you for it, so thanks.
You quit your job at the House of Representatives, a wonderful position that people would have given anything for, and started to sell real estate just so you could spend more time with infant daughter Jenny.
When I think back to all the memories that we've had over the years and all the things that you've done for us, I think the thing that stands out most is our annual trip to Colorado. I remember we all piling in the van, making a big cooler full of sandwiches. Me and Jenny and Jay would, make a big bed in the back and like a pillow fort and just lay down. Just so excited to get there. We drive all the way across to Iowa and Nebraska, and when we first could see the mountains, you'd always put on Rocky Mountain High to wake us up. We'd have, McDonald's breakfast, and it was so exciting. A lot of my best memories as a kid are out in Colorado and stuff we did out there, but even just the trip out there, it's one of my favorite memories.
Took kids skiing in Colorado at Vail, Aspen many times, Copper Mountain, Winter Park, Breck, Telluride, Crested Butte, Monarch, Utah, Alta, Snowbird, Park City, Deer Valley, Wyoming, horseback riding at the Black Canyon of the Gunnison Conservation Area.
Mom, I have to say some of my best memories are our family ski trips in the van, and sometimes you alone driving us all the way out to Colorado by yourself, but 3 of us sleeping in the back of the van and waking up and clambering to the front to try and get the first glimpse of the Rocky Mountains through the windshield.
Of course, the first thing that came to mind for me was when I was sitting at the breakfast bar at Seminole doing my homework, and you'd come home from work and you said, "Do you want to be on a ski team?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds pretty fun." So you said, "Okay, then tell all your friends who ski to have their parents meet me at the Cappuccino Cafe at 7 p.m. tonight." And, well, as we know, the rest is history.
You wanted your daughter to be a ski racer, and we didn't have a ski team, so you just made one. It's incredible the willpower and the fact that you would stop at nothing to make sure your kids had everything they needed to have a great childhood. The ski team is a big reason why we all became such big skiers. Jenny and Jason moved to Colorado and all that, and I've started going to Japan every year, and I don't think that ever would have happened if my mom didn't go out there and create a ski team, so thank you for that.
Taking care of Grandma and Aunt Mary for 2 years while having a full-time job and putting a dinner on the table for the entire family every night, for which I am eternally grateful.
I was asked to prom as a sophomore by a senior. He was in one of my electives. I can't remember his name. Well, I didn't want to have the same silly dress as all of the other girls, so you took me down to the Somerset collection where I found my dress in a small boutique. It was floor length and slim and red, and I still remember and love it to this day. And then we went and bought shoes. Red, high heel, patent leather, herringbone, strapless shoes. I definitely had the best shoes and dress at prom.
Hey Mom, greetings from Manila Falls. I have to say, in terms of memorable moments, the trips that you sent me and my brother and sister on to Europe, in my view, are some of the greatest things we could have done. They were opportunities that gave me inspiration and confidence and an education and opened my worldview. And there's really just no substitute for that. And I can't thank you enough for giving the trust and the money and everything to send me out there. I think 3 times, and especially when you called me when I was back on track and going to school at CMC, you're just like, hey, how about Europe for 6 months? Like, yes.
Of course, there was also the time when you thought it would be a great idea if I spend a month alone in Paris at the age of 16. And you organized me a place to stay at the Cité Universitaire with a whole bunch of college students. And that was after I had taken a train from Spain to France to meet Aurélie for the first time on the Eurail Pass that you had organized for me. And, well, okay, I completely agree. That was an excellent idea.
One thing that I'll never forget is the time that I came back from Europe with mono. I was so sick, and you flew out to California, put me in the car, drove me up to Mendocino. We had that incredible road trip together, and you nursed me back to health, fed me yogurt and stuff, and got me healthy again. By the end of the trip, I was feeling pretty good. We had a great time walking around in National Redwoods, or the Redwood National Park, and yeah, that was just a very kind thing you did for me, and I'll never forget it.
Of course, there was also the time when you were taking me for my interview at the Air Force Academy, and you picked me up from the end of regional championships at Mount Brighton. Basically, I was still in my ski boots as we went screaming out of the parking lot, made it to Colorado Springs in 16 hours flat, had enough time to get a motel and take a shower before I went off for my interview.
And then out to God knows where, Utah, to look at a school who offered a scholarship for Jen.
It was a 36-hour drive to Albertson, which was pretty much a minus for that school. But you told me to drive 70, and I got a ticket at 2 o'clock in the morning in Wyoming for going 5 miles over. You were asleep in the back seat, and I tried to tell the cop it wasn't my fault because you told me to go 70, but he wasn't buying it.
I guess another one of my favorite memories is just all the times you took us to see Michigan State football games. In particular, making the sausage, egg and cheese breakfast. I loved waking up in the morning and getting there early and everybody getting together to tailgate. And it was just so exciting. You know, you could hear the band from afar and walk into the stadium, and you always made so much effort to make sure that it was all the right experience for us.
Arranged all the food and cooking and fed the entire CU ski team Thanksgiving dinner at Big Sky, Montana. Who does this kind of stuff? You do.
Driving Betsy from Michigan to California by yourself is a pretty good one. She had broken down in Chicago, and Dad and I had to rent a car. I dropped him off in Fort Collins, where you were helping Jason move into a new house. Then you guys drove back to Michigan and picked up Betsy on the way and towed her back. Dad fixed the car, and about a month later, you drove her by yourself all the way to California so that I wouldn't have to try to get around Orange County on public transportation for the rest of the time.
Mom, definitely one of the most memorable moments was coming out here with me when I first moved here and going skydiving at age 65. Not only do you support me in all of the adventures and crazy things I do, but you join me in them, and it's amazing.
And last but not least I remember you waking me up every morning, even in high school, with a back scratch. Not that young, I remember you singing Swanee River, waking me up with a back scratch in the Swanee River. That was the best alarm clock guy could just play.
Summer camps, music lessons at MSU, traffic violations, banking, college, taxes, airplane tickets, travel to Europe and around the world, overseas phone calls, cars, expenses, taking care of friends, ski trips, and buying many skis.
There was also that time when you let Dad buy a sailboat. Well, we know where that took us.
Mom, what I think it all comes down to is that you've always been there for me from day one. you always could help me find a way to feel good when I was feeling down, or whenever I was straying from the path, getting bad grades or getting kicked out of college. You always helped me find a way back and created the means for me to get there. On top of all this stuff, you created all of these amazing opportunities for us to learn and grow as people. Music lessons and skiing and trips to Colorado and to Europe and Outward Bound. These things made a great difference in our lives, and for that, I thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
I have listed only some of the things that you, this wonderful woman, my wife, has done for our family and friends. You are highly intelligent, exceedingly resourceful, determined, unstoppable, energetic, convincing, talented, loving, gracious, honest, cheerful, uplifting, generous, kind, and much, much, much more. Yeah.
There's also that time you bought me a Well-Behaved Women Rarely Make History t-shirt, which I loved and wore until it was in rags.
Woo! Aloha and happy Mother's Day from me too. First of all, I want to thank you for just being you, for being amazing, for your continuous love and support, and for the greatest gift of all, your son Jason. Not only do we share the love for him, but we also share our passion for aviation. So I'm very grateful and also very proud to call you my mother-in-law because you continuously inspire me.
As a mother, you sacrificed almost everything at one time or another, including sleep and sustenance for the benefit of your children. You never gave it a thought or expressed any concern, nor did you ever complain. You gave your sacrifice totally, freely, without any strings, and with your complete love. Those are only a brief and few highlights of the most giving and loving mother on the planet. There are those that may claim some semblance of equality, but there's no one who can lay claim to being a better mother. We love you greatly. I love you greatly, and thank you for all the years to date and many, many more years to come. We're just starting to have fun.
So thanks, Mom, for everything that you've done for us and for everything that you continue to do. Have a happy Mother's Day. You deserve it.
I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my lovin' to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips I am missing, and hope that my dreams will come true.